Hi, it's the Lipstick Gal. Thanks so much for watching today. I've got some new makeup to try. I picked up both the foundation and the contour stick from Dior. These are brand new. Also picked up the new Spike Valentino matte lipstick, and I have a sample of the new Excessive Volume mascara, the Hypnose Drama from Lancome. I feel like I already have a few thoughts on these because I've tried these for a couple of days already. I need to get some foundation on my face. Let's start with this. This is the new foundation stick. It's the Dior Forever Skin Perfect 24 hour. Okay. But what I love the most about this is that the bronzer contour comes in this matte finish and the foundation comes in a shiny finish. So they're both black, they both have those silver elements on them, but you can tell what you're grabbing. Even though they weigh the same, they feel the same, everything about them is the same except for the exterior packaging, which I think is smart. And I happened to go on the Sephora website and I used the Find My Shade. It told me to pick up a cool rosy shade and I was like, really? Is that smart? Should I not just be getting the neutral? I don't know if this is exactly my shade, but we'll use it today. If you're curious, it's 1CR for one cool rosy. All right. I don't think it's really that bad. So I'm going to give myself a couple of swipes. I blended this in with a synthetic brush the other day. This is the Rougher B04. I really like this brush. I feel like it does a pretty good job. Is this like my absolutely perfect shade? No. But my local Sephora does not have this product in store. So I kind of had to like guess on the website. And so that's when I used the Find My Shade and I was really, really disappointed. And I was like, I don't know. I kept putting in a whole bunch of existing foundations that I own that are close shade matches and it kept coming up with this cool rosy. So I'm not sure. I mean, is it bad? No. Is it perfect? I don't think so. The one thing I haven't done yet is tried it with a sponge. I thought that might be interesting. So let's swipe it on the other side and see how we like it. So I was getting ready. I was pulling the plastic shrink wrap off of something and my gel polish popped off. I was not happy about that. So I need to fix my nails, but I wasn't going to take the time to do it right now. I think I kind of like this better with a brush because spreading it out feels like it's a little bit easier. I almost feel like I need to keep putting on more to make sure I'm getting everything that I want covered. I feel like it does an okay job of covering up the existing hyperpigmentation that I have. It's not doing me any favors here in the corners of my nose. And maybe what I just need to do is buff it with a brush. This went over the top of my skincare and my SPF. That had been on for about an hour before I sat down to do my makeup, so it had totally absorbed. And my skin doesn't feel, even without powdering it, it doesn't actually feel like it's tacky or even like moist. It's very, it just feels like my skin. I like that about it. I'm also not getting a lot of transfer to my hand from pressing on my face. I feel like that's nice. Let me get a little bit more of my concealer powder on and we'll come back for that contour stick. I got shade number 1. This is the light shade and it is so cool. It is so pretty, but it's also very pigmented. So I'm gonna have to be careful where I put this on and how I apply this. Yeah, but I think it looks pretty good. I'm gonna take the BK Beauty 109. This is their angled small foundation brush. And I'm gonna take this and pick up the product here. I'm going to take my small palette and kind of make sure that the product is worked into the bristles just by pouncing it on here. I'm not really trying to pick up any more, just distribute, because I don't want this to be too dark. This shade here is definitely a contour shade and not a bronzer shade, but I think some of the other shades tend to be more bronzer focused. Whoa. I feel like this is a really nice contour shade, but I kind of have to be careful because as you can see, it, even while I have it distributed through the brush, it can be a lot. So I'm glad I'm kind of keeping this damp sponge close by just to kind of go over the edges to soften it a little bit. I have other shades of contour that are not quite this aggressive. So if you have fair skin, I don't know. Can you use it? Yes. Do you have to be a little careful? I'm having to be a little bit more careful than I expected, and I don't know that I would ever get to the point where I feel like I could just draw it on my face. I feel like picking it up and diffusing it is still giving me a lot more color than anticipated. The one thing that's good about this is that it's very blendable. I feel like using it with a smaller, more angled brush really helped me get it where I wanted it. And then to have a damp sponge to kind of go over the edges to kind of make sure that it was all coming together. I feel like it looks really good now, but it had me a little worried. I'm gonna put the rest of my face on and we'll come back for lipstick and mascara. I'm gonna throw on this sample that I got of the Lancome Hypnose Drama. It's their Extreme Volume Mascara. This is like their updated version of it. One thing that I noticed is that the brush itself has a little bit of a twist to it. I think you can see it a little bit here. I'm used to it being kind of like this slightly curved. It's not completely curved, but it's like someone grabbed the tip of it and then twisted it just a little bit. I think that's interesting. We'll see what it looks like on the eye. I've always been a big fan of Lancome mascaras. Monsieur Big is my current favorite volumizing mascara. I used to use the Hypnose Drama before Monsieur Big debuted, but Monsieur Big has been out for a while, like 2017. So how long is that? 7 years now? 7 years of always having a tube of that means that I have really, really loved it. But I've been a Lancome mascara fan for decades, ever since I tried Lancome mascaras in my teen years. I think I was 17 or 18 when I got my first sample of Difinicils. And now Difinicils is definitely the one that I'm like, nah, I'm good. So if it's not the Idol or the Hypnose Drama or the Monsieur Big, I'm kind of like, nah. So I will come back and put a second coat on the lashes, but let's take a look and see what one coat does. This eye here always has wonky lashes. I don't have great lashes, but this eye is always like struggle bus for me. Let's put on another coat. While I let this dry so I can scrape it off with a spoolie, let's throw on this new lipstick from Valentino. This is the new Spike Valentino lipstick. It's matte. Okay, love the component. The component is such an upgrade. Let me find one of my other Valentino lipsticks. Okay, packaging upgrade, 100% better than this. This here is a snap closure. It is refillable, but it's a plastic container, and although it is heavy and it is nice, it's not as nice as this. This has the rock stud texture on it, which I really like. Has the Valentino logo here, the name on the front. Guess who's magnetic? Abso-freaking-lutely, that's what I love. And also refillable. Right now they only have 3 shades of refills, but I'm sure they're gonna come out with more than just 3. This is the number 134R. This one is called Couture in the Streets. I feel like the difference between the matte here and the matte in this formula, this one has more of like that gel matte lipstick feel where it kind of dries down. It's not quite a liquid lipstick feel, but it's more akin to a liquid lipstick feel than these guys are, because this comes in a satin and a matte formula, and the matte formula is in here. This is the satin. Let me find the matte. This one right here is this one. This is the matte in 126R. This is the new Spike Valentino and 134R, the one that I'm wearing. I feel like both of these matte formulas are really beautiful on the lips. The older I get, I'm almost 50, the older I get, I need a lip liner. But these are ones that I can wear without a lip liner, and they don't kind of just go places. I like that. If you're looking for a more traditional bullet lipstick feel, I would say go for this one, because this Valentino formula here feels a little bit creamier, slightly more nourishing. It's more like a demi matte, where this is certainly a matte. And I feel like this has a little bit more staying power to it. This is gonna wear off like any traditional bullet lipstick. 4 hours later, 5 hours later, you're gonna need to reapply. After a meal, you're gonna have to reapply. If you have too many sips from your water bottle, you might find a spare spot in the middle. This one I wore yesterday, and it wore really well. And I felt like it kind of did the same thing that a liquid lipstick would do, is after a while, it felt like it kind of set. Now, I didn't test to see if it was transferring to other things, because by that point in the day, I was busy doing things and I wasn't sipping from a coffee mug or from a glass of water. But by the time the meal came around, this came off really easily on my napkin, as in like I was wiping to get it off. It wasn't like stuck on there the way a liquid lipstick would be, where it's like tight and dry. I reapplied after lunch, and I felt like my lips were not really super nourished. Whereas with this, it feels just like a comfortable lipstick. This, my lips, they didn't feel dry, but they didn't feel like uber nourished. And I have been living all summer long in like lip balms, tinted lip balms and satin lipsticks that are very comfortable, very creamy, very nourishing. I'm not saying that she's drying and she chapped my lips, because that certainly didn't happen, but this is not the most comfortable matte lipstick that I've tried. But I'll tell you, man, the packaging itself is stunning. It's so heavy, so weighty. It weighs so much more than this red plastic packaging. I feel like they might have even just put weights in here to make it feel luxurious. But I think my favorite part is the fact that it has the rock stud all over the package and that it has the magnetic closure. That's just everything that I want in a luxury lipstick. This is beautiful. I would recommend, but keep in mind, if you have finicky lips or lips that are on the dry side, this may not be your best friend. I think it turned out pretty good today. I'm gonna link everything I used in the description box down below if you wanted to see what else is on my face. Remember, those are affiliate links. Use them or not, that's totally up to you. It's not gonna cost you anymore, but if you use them, it does help to support my channel. I love doing new makeup try-on videos, but I wanna know what sorts of things you're hoping to see from me in the future. Are you wanting me to continue delving into more luxury things? Are you wanting me to do kind of like talking about makeup, whether it's a ranking video or a new makeup release video like a will I buy it? Let me know what sorts of things you're interested in. I'm not much of a tutorial person because I'm not a pro makeup artist. I'm just a makeup enthusiast, and I love what I love, and I have a pretty big collection and I like to share it with you. But let me know if there's something you've been really hoping to see me do. Let me know what that is in the comment section down below. Have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.